Oh my god. Everyone on the internet talks about their revenue. It's almost like they're bragging all the time. But how come no one talks about their expenses? Well, to me, I know that when I learn about managing expenses from other entrepreneurs, it makes me a better entrepreneur. In this video, I want to show you all the things that I'm paying for to show you how I grow my 2-year-old business to meet 5 figures. And I also want to tell you how much these add up as a monthly cost. And in this video, I want to play a little game with you. So I'm going to start a timer of 30 seconds. So I will only spend a maximum of 30 seconds to talk about each tool before we move on to the next one, just to add a little bit fun to this. By the way, before we start, every year I write an annual retrospective sharing my revenues, expenses, profits, lesson learned, mistakes, struggles with all of you. So if you don't want to miss out on that, I put the newsletter subscription link in the description. So make sure you subscribe and do not miss out. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. Well, first one we have Gmail here. I don't think I need to explain to you what it does. It gives me an email account, kavan@publiclab.co. So that's really important. Let's go to the next one. Well, this one is about Webflow. So if you're not familiar with Webflow, it's a website hosting builder. So I host publiclab.co on Webflow and I pay about 16 bucks a month on it, and it's so important because it's so nice, the CMS. I have to keep it. Next, I have Hypefury here. So this is a Twitter scheduling and growth tool. It takes away a lot of my pressure because now I don't have to tweet live. I can just take all my ideas and structure them in a way to go out in the next week. It is 19 bucks a month and I really need it because I'm mainly active on Twitter. Well, next up we have ConvertKit.com here. If you're not familiar with ConvertKit, it is an email marketing software. So I have my email subscribers all in here for all my products. And as you can see here, I sent out my latest newsletter and it goes to 2,400 people. And it's so important. I mean, it is the one single most important thing to power an online business because email gets your message directly to your audience. So I definitely need it. I pay 49 bucks a month right now and it's so worth it. Next, I actually pay for this tool called Blackmagic. So it is a Twitter extension. So it adds on top of Twitter and I use it, to track my analytics. I don't look at it that closely, but it gives me this nicely weekly digest of how my tweets are doing. So it gives me like a signal of how I can improve, and I can also keep in touch with my favorite people. So it is about $5 per month and it is so worth it. Well, next I have Zoom, which is about $15 per month, and not that you need it to run your online business, but I run online courses and I run workshops. So I like everyone to see each other. So 15 bucks a month to run my biggest product, my courses, no brainer. I would keep it for sure. Then maybe you will know this tool called Descript. So it is a video and audio editing software, which works like Google Docs. So you can just like remove words and it cuts for you. Very, very handy. I pay $15 per month and it really speeds up my content creation process. So I'll definitely recommend that too. And then next we have Ecamm Live. Well, not a lot of people know this, but exactly this video is using Ecamm Live. So you can do the fancy background, the little boxes, and it is 20 bucks a month, but it is totally worth it because it's so hard to find another software that can do this. And because I do so much work recording the video, the editing becomes so much easier. Next, I have Loom.com here. I don't know if you've heard of Loom. It's kind of like a screen recording software you can see here. And I can get a link and send it to people. So I'm paying $10 per month, but it is unlimited video. So basically I use it to store all my courses, videos, so I can embed it to my learning platform. I record a lot of videos to send it to my students. And for 10 bucks, no brainer. Next, other than Webflow, which is $16 per month for one website, I have a lot of other websites like my course Building Public Mastery and my book Find Joy in Chaos. This one is no longer valid, but I need a place to host a website. So Cart.co is amazing because I'm paying $49 per year for 10 websites with custom domain, and it is just super easy to use. So I just don't think I can get rid of it. And then I have Notion. So a lot of Notion lovers out there. I use it for my to-do list and for my articles writing, my content library and all that. So you can see here, it's only 6 bucks a month. No, actually it's 5 bucks a month. And I love it because It's a great place to store all my writing in one place, and it's pretty easy to navigate. They have database, they have tables, they have tags. Definitely recommend. Next, I have a form builder here called Tally.so. So I paid $29 per month, which is quite heavy for a form builder, but I use it for many scenarios, like for example my course scholarship application. Sometimes I do lucky draw, and I do have some lead forms on my website. So as you can see from the number, it's doing quite well. I just implemented it in recent months, so it is powerful enough to integrate with other tools. So that's why I'm paying $29. And when I think about lead generation, it's such an important part of the business. So I think I'll be happy to pay $29. But of course, if it's like $19, it will be even better. And then if you're a creator, you must have heard of Gumroad.com. Gumroad.com is a place where you can sell your digital products. It could be courses, ebooks, templates, whatever you can think of. So I basically put all my products up here, and you don't have to pay them unless you make a sales, and then they take maybe 5 to 9% commission fee, depends on your revenue number. And basically it's a great platform because a lot of the people in the space know how to use it and purchase it, so I cannot think of a reason why I shouldn't use Gumroad. Next, I have Stripe here. So Stripe is probably the easiest way to power your business because it's connected to many other software, which is the next one which I'll talk about, Thrivecart. But I basically use it the same way as Gumroad. I try to sell my products through Stripe using a different layer like this, and they just take a commission of like maybe 3.4% out of that. So again, I cannot think of a reason not to use it. But now let's think of Thrivecart. So I've used a lot of different products to use as the checkout management system, but recently I bought Thrivecart for $690, and it is pretty good. Like I thought it's a one-off fee, so it's maybe not so good, but it really surprised me. So right now I'm selling Building Public Mastery and making Twitter friends through this platform. Potentially I should sell more things through this platform because there's no transaction fee. I just need to pay Stripe. And now I've talked so much about all the software that I'm using. Let's talk about some contractors that I'm using. Well, I have an assistant who helped me polish up my slides. So this is a great way to look more professional in my workshops, in my events, and I think it's a good investment because you can see how professional they look. And lately, because I feel like it's 2 years into my business, I feel like it's time to step up my branding game. So I just hire a brand identity designer to help me kind of rethink how I can communicate what I want to communicate, like transparency and community into my brand and colors and visualization. So I think it's worth the one-time investment. Lastly, I also have a video editor to help me work out this video, take cuts, make things more interesting, which you're watching right now. So this is the last piece of my contractor fee. Well, that went by really quickly. So I hope you get a sense of where I'm investing my money in the business. Now, I want to share with you when we add up all the tools and the contractors, how much it costs me on a month-to-month basis. And it is $900 US. So with this setup, it adds up to maybe around $10,000 a year as of cost. But as you can imagine, this business is quite scalable, and I can see that this setup can power my business to grow to like $100,000 or $150,000, which could mean that my profit margin can be higher than 90% if we do this math. But I know what you're thinking. Sometimes we need to use the profits and reinvest them to grow the business. And that's exactly what I'm doing. When I feel like I have some profits to play around, I would think about which part can move my business forward. And for now, it is the branding project. So that now I'm sharing the entire cost structure of my business with you. I hope that you can get inspired by that and rethink how you are spending your money as well. And when your cost is about 1K and you hit like 5-6K a month, please let me know. I would want to celebrate with you.